Hey everybody, it's Kyle. I just wanted to come at you guys with a quick special report. Something I don't think I've talked a little bit to you guys, I believe, about the whole helium mining thing. Um, Long story short, if you don't know what that is, so HNT is a cryptocurrency, and the way it works is you get paid if you have a miner or hotspot on the Helium network. And the Helium network is the people's network. It basically is there to connect Internet of Things. So if you have like a garage door opener that goes on the Internet, or a front door lock, or cameras, or security lights, or whatever you have, the Internet of Things, basically, sometimes it can go out. It'll lose connection with your home router or whatever, and it'll go out. So the whole thing with Helium Network is that's kind of the fail-safe in the background. In case something like that happens, it keeps you connected, so you can still use those devices, right? Anyway, long story short, they had a thing where you could buy these miners, and it's passive income. You just plug it into your internet, your ISP, internet service provider, and you plug it into the wall. It hardly takes any power, and then it doesn't use much data either. And, it basically makes you money while you're doing nothing. I mean, some people were making pretty good money per day, and, it adds up. Like in a month, people were making $2,500 and stuff like that. So I was like, man, that'd be great, man. Make extra $2,500 a month doing nothing, basically. I mean, it'll pay for the box in no time. The boxes were, I think they were $350. So with shipping, they were $367.11. Okay. So we ordered one, and then April got an idea. Hey, some of these other friends or people that we know, maybe they'd want to get a portion of what we make, give them a percentage, and we could have it at their house connected. And I was like, yeah, we can get two of them. I mean, if nothing else, we'll turn around and sell one on eBay, if we don't need both of them. So we ordered them, two of them, okay? And then I talked to PP and Mikey about it, and Mikey was out of town, so he didn't do anything. But PP went ahead and ordered one because I explained what it was, passive income. So we're all excited about it. Now, this was early to mid-April last year, 2021. We order these things. We're jazzed about it, right? So they tell us we're going to have these by June. Nope. They get delayed. Then it was July, then it was August, then it was September, then October, and then in November, they finally admitted that they're not going to ship these things at all, and that, long story short, they're going to do a blanket refund process to everybody, and I think it's Partly Labs is a place that we bought it from. The product is made by Nebra. But Nebra's product, I guess, was kind of going out, and it wasn't working. People were getting them. They're dead on arrival, or they just weren't working. It was ugly, So I've been reading a lot of that stuff and following it on Reddit. So then I was like, hey, man, it was February. I'm like, hey, it's February, and we still haven't heard anything about this blanket refund. I mean, what the fuck are they doing with our money? Because they took our money when we pre-ordered these. They didn't say, okay, well, you'll pay when it ships. No. They took our money at that time. So they've been sitting on our money. So if you want a refund, they should be refunding you. It shouldn't take months to refund, right? I mean, I know they sold a lot of these pre-orders, but still, all you got to do is refund it. Yeah, you're going to lose money, but you know what? You didn't sell it, and you're sitting on my money. And hundreds or thousands of other people, I want to say like 14,000 or something total people ordered these things. All right. So I went ahead and reached out to that company again and just sent them a message and said, hey, when can I expect this refund? Because you guys said that you were going to be refunding this. I don't see anything. And now it's like 4 months after you guys said you were refunding this. Actually, it's longer. It's almost 5 months. And so I didn't hear anything for like 2 weeks. I kind of forgot about it. And then I get an email that says, oh, yeah, we're in the middle of this process. You'll be hearing from us soon. And I was like, fuck these guys. So I go on Reddit and I start reading around. Nobody's getting their refunds. Even people who bought them in the first batch of them, and they didn't work right or whatever, they sent them in to get a refund for the broken ones, and they didn't get anything. They still haven't gotten any refunds. So it's like, okay, so what did they do? Like spend all our money? You know, they're going to have to declare bankruptcy and then give us our money back or something. I don't know. Long story short, I see on Reddit, somebody's like, hey, go here. It's the California District Attorney. And you just go on here, fill out this claim or file a claim against these guys. And then they will contact them. And I've done this, and a few other friends have done this, and they got a call right away from Parley Labs to get their refund. I was like, wow, cool. I'm going to do that. So I went ahead and did it. And then I sent the link to my wife and sent it over to PP. And so they did it also. And then didn't hear anything. But about a week and a half later, I get this mail, like snail mail. And I open it up, and it's from the California District Attorney. And they basically say, hey, you know, we usually what we want to happen is we want the business and the customer to work it out themselves. But we're going to reach out to Parley Labs because we have heard about this. And we're going to go ahead and, Jesus, dude, get a muffler. God. Oh, my God. Anyway, they're like, we're going to go ahead and reach out to Parley Labs and just tell them, hey, you need to speak to your customer who's been trying to contact you. You need to take care of this. And I said, okay. So whatever. 2 days later, today, I get an email from Parley Labs. It says, okay, so we're ready to give you an option here. You can either keep your place in line and or order one of these other miners that we have in stock, or you can request a refund. So if you want to get a different miner or stay in line, click this link and fill out this stuff. Or if you want a refund, click this link and fill out the stuff. And so I clicked the second one, man. I'm not fucking around with this anymore. It's ridiculous. So I clicked the second one, and it takes me to this thing, and I put in my name, my address, phone number, order number, and then it says, okay, so click this calendar here and set an appointment to discuss this, to discuss the refund with you. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to discuss shit. I want you to give me my refund, you know? But I go ahead and click it anyway, and it brings up March, and I'm like, okay, which day? Let's see. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Nope. No, nothing available in March. I'm like, what? All right. I mean, I guess it's 2 weeks. I guess they got a lot of people. So then I click it over to April. Nothing available in April. I was like, bullshit. The first date available was May 9th, like 2 months from now. So I went ahead and selected that date and made an appointment and everything. And then I went right back to the California District Attorney, wrote him another deal, filled out another form, told him what's going on and what bullshit this is. Guess what? 2 hours later, I get a phone call. Yeah. So now, in the meantime, April had gone and called our bank because she paid for the one she got with her debit card. I paid for the one I got with a card that we don't use anymore, a credit card that I just went in and closed the account because we used it for our trip and everything to Disney, and we paid it off and then just closed it. I just didn't want it. I don't need a credit card. I don't need another credit card. So we closed that account. So, I wasn't going to be able to go and declare fraud against this company like she was able to do with our bank. So she went to our bank and they said, okay, here's the deal. We're going to contact them. We're going to let them know they need to give you this refund. It's been ridiculous. You'll get your refund within 10 days, no matter what. And we'll go after these guys. I'm like, sweet. So 2 hours later, I get a phone call directly. And I noticed the caller ID in my car. I noticed the caller ID said Santa Ana, California. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That's where the Parley Labs is. So I went ahead and answered it. I usually don't answer unknown caller, right? I went ahead and answered it. Sure enough, so-and-so from Parley Labs, hey, we want to go ahead and refund you for the deal. Really sorry about that. And just tell some story, whatever. I don't care. And So if you have that credit card ending in this blah, 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 I can go ahead and refund that to you for order number blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, I don't have that credit card anymore. I've actually closed that account because I just didn't need another credit card open. And so we closed that one out. My wife and I have some other cards, but I don't have access to those. And I said, but I got my debit card. If you want to, can you refund it to that, or can you send it to me PayPal or something? He goes, I can put it. We can refund it to your debit card. I said, that's even better, man. So I worked it out with him, and then I told him. He goes, so your wife ordered one too? And I go, yeah. He goes, do you know the order number? So I said, yeah. I gave him the order number, and he goes, yeah, I see it here. So, do you have the card that she paid for it on? I go, well, that's the debit card. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah, I see that. All right, so I will go ahead and refund her too. So now this is going to be 7 to 12 business days, but you'll get the refund back. The credit card company we've been dealing with starts telling me the story again. I really don't care. So I get off the phone with him, and I'm excited. I'm happy, man, because it's been a nightmare, you know. And we're talking about like what, $735 back? I'll take that, right? So I get off the phone and I immediately call April, and I'm like, April, you'll never guess who just called me. And I told her, and she's like, oh my God. And I said, yeah, I think it's because the letter or the message that I wrote the California Attorney General. And then we talked about it, and she goes, I don't know, because I did the fraud one. I go, yeah, but they called me with my order number, and I didn't do the fraud thing. She goes, huh. And so anyway, you know, we're just excited that we're going to get this refund. Maybe, because when I was reading on Reddit, they've told a lot of people they're going to get this refund in so many days, and they never get it for months. So I don't know. 50% seem to get it, 50% don't, or less, whatever. So I get off the phone with her, and I call Pee-Pee and talk to him about it. And he got an answering machine message from the guy, and I said, no shit. I wonder if they're just calling, you know, the city we live in because they, you know, or if they called because of, you know, April claiming this fraud with the bank. And he goes, well, no, I wrote the California District Attorney too, and I got that letter in the mail today. And so I wonder if that's it. I go, yeah, I bet it is, you know. So long story short, we're supposed to get this refund back. I know all three of us are pretty happy. But I will follow up on this because I know I told you guys about the Helium network when this all started. And it would have been a beautiful thing. But, I mean, it's too late. Even if we got one now, we're not going to make any money because the whole market is saturated where we live. So if you have one, they basically, if there's someone else that has one within so many feet of you, they fight each other for who gets the claim. And it's ridiculous. So we just want our money back. So there you go. That's what happened. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know as soon as I know more. I appreciate you listening to me rant and rave about this. And I will catch up with you guys soon. I'll have a new episode for you guys next week. I hope this sounds good. I did get the Dead Cat microphone, you know, cover, and that's on there right now. So I hope that my P's and stuff don't sound as poppy as they were on the last episode. I tried to remove them and make them easier for you guys, but it still didn't sound great to me. But the recording sounded great until I did something with a P or a B, right? So hopefully this sounds better. We'll see. I appreciate you guys listening. I'll get back to you real soon. And hey, get off my lawn.